Hello everyone, Play the H Note here. Today I'm going to teach you about collisions in Stencyl. This was a request on the forums. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to, of course, want to create your actor. Here's its animation right here. And then if you go into this collision tab right here, now I've got mine a little more complicated. This box is actually controlling the player's movement to avoid some hop because of actor sizing and whatnot. But you can do this right to your character. I've put a circle down here to make it so it can run over terrain a little more smoothly. And I put it in the group player terrain colliders. Same with this box right here. This is just for your wall sensing and whatnot. If you go over to properties on your actor, there's a section called groups, and you can use the groups that are already there. You can go to edit groups and put your own in there. Now let's see what I have here. Player terrain collider. Now this is going to collide with tiles, ground detail, walls, ceilings, doors and elevators, and whatever else I tell it to collide with. And these are just referring to these other groups right here. So you enter this, you set it to collide with tiles, then tiles will automatically collide with player terrain collider. So you only need to set it on one side there. Okay, now going back into collision here, you're going to want to make sure that neither of these are sensors, because if it is a sensor, then what's going to happen is your actor's going to not actually sense a physical collision. It's just going to sense that there was a collision but go right through. So that's the difference between a physical collision and a sensor, basically. It's pretty much just as it sounds. Now in my scene right here, you can do the same thing by just putting tiles down or whatever, but I made a terrain for my player to walk on. That's done by just creating a box here. You can set its position, whatever, set its width and height through here, or you can just stretch it to where you need it to be. But in this particular one, this ground collision thing here, I specifically made sure that its group was in tiles. Now that's going to be a default for all terrain boxes basically, but this one I set it to walls specifically because I've got a way to make it so the actor doesn't stick to the wall when you're moving into it, but it has to be able to sense that it hit a wall, so I name those differently. And then I name this ceiling so it could sense a ceiling differently as well. But yeah, just putting some tiles down here will accomplish the same thing as long as you have your actor colliding with those tiles. So let's test this scene and give it just a sec, because it's got a few resources that it's got to put together in this game. It's kind of a complex, lot of programming, a lot of images sort of thing. Okay, I've enabled the debug drawing, which in the program I've got to make that happen. I've also got it showing the collider box, so you can see where the collisions are happening. There's the circle collider on it and all that, and it's actually colliding with this ground collision terrain, and this is just showing the terrains on the scene. These are collisions for my actors and whatnot. You can shoot them and everything. This one right here is actually just an invisible ground sensor that I put on there, so you can jump on top of that. But anyway, that's about all you need to know as far as collisions, ground sensing and all that. So thank you for watching, and we'll do another video soon.